A common misconception a lot of people get wrong is that you need the most expensive gear, VSTs, and studio space to make great music. But that statement couldn't be further from the truth. You see, when it comes to creating music or good music, there really isn't any rules. And truth be told, there's probably artists that have made hits with conditions that are way, way, way worse than yours. So in this video, I'm going to be explaining the only 5 things you need as a musician, whether you're a new musician, advanced, or you're amateur. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the first topic. So the first one is going to be a laptop or PC. So when it comes to choosing a laptop or PC, there's a couple choices and there's a couple parameters I would look out for. So the first choice I would ask myself is, should I get a laptop or a PC? And me personally, since I'm always on a go and I like to be able to be mobile with my work, I choose a laptop. But if I'm at home all the time or I have a location, I'm probably going to choose a PC. So after you've made that choice, there's a couple parameters I would look out for when choosing a laptop or a PC. And I'm going to recommend you the minimum of what I would get. So the 3 parameters are going to be storage, RAM, and the processor. When it comes to storage, the minimum I would get is 500 gigabytes. The reason why I say 500 is because that 500, you're going to have to install VSTs, plugins, softwares, audios, and if you're like me, I also like to edit and do other things on my laptop, so I need more storage for those activities also, and that 500 gigabytes goes by quick. So the minimum I would get is 500, but one thing you could also do is get a external SSD, because you could offload some of the storage onto there and save the storage on your actual laptop or PC. The next parameter I would worry about is the RAM, and the minimum RAM I would get is 8 gigabytes, just because if you're running a lot of plugins or a lot of VSTs, it's going to be a bit RAM intensive after a while. So the minimum I would get is 8, but if you're planning to do like heavy mixing or video editing and stuff like that, I would definitely upgrade to 16, 32, maybe even 64 if you can. But if you're just doing some light mixing, some light recording, you can definitely get away with 8 to 16. And then also, a lot of people don't talk about this, but it's called DDR. It's basically like a type of RAM. And the minimum DDR I would get is a DDR4. I don't really understand the DDR stuff, but I would just recommend to look for something that's DDR4 minimum. But the next parameter I would look out for is the processor. And the minimum I would use is an Intel i5 processor. But of course, the latest, the better. Me personally, right now, I'm on an M1 Mac. It does everything I needed to do. I also have 16 gigabytes of RAM, and I do edit pretty frequently on this, and it handles it pretty well. But I am looking to upgrade pretty soon, to like an M2 or M3 possibly. But those are my laptop specs currently, if anyone wants to know. So the next one on the list is going to be a pair of good quality headphones. Studio headphones, I should say. So you can see these are the ATH M50X. I do have a couple pair of these. Just because I might be recording soon or I want other people to hear what I'm creating, but the ATH M50s are widely used across studios, and you've probably seen your favorite artists use these same headphones. They're pretty affordable and they're widely available everywhere, so I would definitely invest in a pair or two of those. And the reason why you would use these instead of these Beats is because these beats are made for the average consumer who just wants to listen to music and not worry about frequencies and different hertz and whatnot. They just want to put these on and hear some good bass, basically. Versus these, you can hear different frequencies, you can hear sounds clear, and they're a lot more crafted for artists and engineers in that profession. So definitely invest in some good quality studio monitor headphones. I do also have some JBL studio monitors, but honestly, I don't really use it. All right, so the next one is going to be a audio interface. So as you can see right here, this is a Focusrite Solo. It's about like maybe $100. It's nothing fancy, but it's really all you need if you're recording yourself or you're recording somebody else. I've had the Apollos and other expensive interfaces before, but honestly, when it comes to interfaces, I'm looking for convenience. So a Focusrite, I can do that with, and honestly, what I would recommend. So that's the audio interface. And basically, if you don't know what an audio interface is, it basically takes the analog sound and converts it to a digital sound. So me speaking right now, the audio interface is the bridge from my voice to the laptop. Basically, it just converts the physical sound to a digital sound. So the next one on the list is going to be a DAW, DAW, or digital audio workstation. And basically a DAW is where you're going to create, period. This is where you're going to record your beats, your vocals, mix your beats, your vocals, master it, all of that. And as you can see, this DAW is called FL Studio. This is my preferred DAW of choice, but there are plenty of others like Pro Tools, Logic, Reaper, BandLab, there's a bunch of others. And there's a lot of controversy about which one's better. But to be honest, they all do the same. It just depends on how you use it personally. For a beginner, I would honestly recommend FL Studio just because it's pretty easy and beginner friendly, even though it might look scary at first. But once you learn a DAW and master it, making music is gonna become second nature and you'll be able to just like move things around and hit shortcuts and whatnot. But until then, definitely choose a DAW and learn master a DAW. So typically the older heads are going to be on Pro Tools, maybe Logic, but the new cats and the new generation is typically on FL Studio, or even BandLab or something like that. But FL Studio is pretty common, just because it's beginner friendly and you can basically just drag and drop presets. For instance, if I wanted to just drag on a whole preset, I could just basically copy this and just drag it onto any insert and it's going to load all of them. So for this example, I'm using my Playboi Carti Deep Voice preset, and I'm listening to this before we put on the preset.
Yeah, when I go where I go, and I earn it. I hit it missing and back and I'm breaking the furnace. I took 50 shots like I'm Curtis.
Crazy. But after we drag on the preset and you load that all up, this is what it's going to sound like.
Yeah, when I go where I go, and I earn it. I hit it missing and back and I'm breaking the furnace. I took 50 shots like I'm Curtis. He hit 50 thoughts, I know he burning. Bitch, I got it out the mud, I deserve it. Like, bitch, I feel like it cause I done learned it.
Yeah, so I'm currently working on this song for a upcoming video, but basically I'm using my Deep Voice Carti preset. All right, so the next and last topic is going to be a microphone. And a lot of people are asking what microphone I'm currently using. And this microphone is a Neumann TL1103, but this microphone is a little pricey, especially if you're starting out. So I don't know if I would recommend that. And honestly, a good microphone that would sound the same for way less is a Rode Mic NT1A. It's the microphone I started out with, and that microphone is only like maybe $100, maybe less second use. So definitely invest in a decent XLR microphone. I wouldn't get any of the USB microphones. I never really heard too many good things about those. So definitely invest in a good XLR microphone. I know Audio Technica has decent ones for different price ranges. I've also used the Aston Spirit. I used Warm Audio microphones before. Pretty much good microphones in every price range. And the one thing with microphones I will say is it's more so about how you EQ them and use them within your song than the name or the brand or the price or any of that. I guarantee you an average engineer with a $50 microphone can make the vocals sound way better than a beginner engineer with a $500 microphone. All because it comes down to understanding EQ and understanding the microphone, basically. But that's pretty much it for this video. If you guys could do me a favor, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, hopefully by the end of the month or beginning of next month. Comment down below what videos you guys want to see next. I'm going to be uploading a lot, so if you guys have video suggestions, I would appreciate that. But that is it.
Then when I go where I go, and I earn it.